Hello everybody and happy Monday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, and give a big thanks to our sponsors C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. They make these shows possible, guys, so we want to give them another big shout out. Go ahead and check them out in the description to this video. So we are going to go ahead and look back at the weekend. We did have a couple 3-star maps to go over for you guys. And then we got Florida hail ×3, so 3 consecutive chances to see some stones falling in Florida as well as other severe storms. And then Texas is joining in on the fun tomorrow. We got a couple chances for you guys as well to see hail. Dallas, you guys are kind of in the equation, so as well as a lot of central Texas. So getting into all of that here in a second. But come see us at the Atlas All-Stars Stadium Tour. We're going to be on tour until the 17th there of August. So plenty of chances to see Derek. He's going to be the keynote speaker at this. We have giveaways, we have prizes, and it's in the sports stadiums. So if you like sports or stadiums, come see us at the Atlas All-Star Stadium Tour. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So all summer long, and we're coming to multiple cities, so come out and say hello there. Then we are going to be at the Contractor Happy Hour. It's at the Derby Restaurant in Dallas, Texas on the 27th. So coming up quick here, and you guys can come say hello to us there. You can RSVP at that link there, c3adjusters.com/events, and come say hi to the Hail Trace crew. Now into the weekend. So Friday we did have a 3-star map for South Texas. So got up to 2.5-inch stones through the whole part of South Texas there. McAllen got hit, as well as Mission and La Feria, as well as anywhere from that San Isidro all the way down into Reynosa. Sorry if I'm pronouncing these wrong, but up to 2.5-inch stones with that, and 118,000 plus homes were hit by large hail. So I got a 3-star map for you Friday. Then got another one to back that up on Saturday. So all the way down from Del Rio up just to the northeast of San Angelo got some large hail. Texas doing the Texas hail things. Del Rio got some golf ball sized stones through the eastern part of the city, but then once we moved up to like Bollinger, Mason, just north of Brady, that's where the huge hail was falling up to 3 inches through both of those purple swath areas, and again 31,000 plus homes impacted with that map. So go ahead and check out that one or the South Texas map from this weekend. You guys can scan that QR code up above me or click the link in the description if you want to sign up for our products or get a demo. And then if you already have Hail Trace, go ahead and download that map. Now into today, current conditions wise, it's got some cloud cover, some scattered rain across the U.S. The only real chances of seeing severe storms is going to be down south through Florida here today. And here's the reason why. Look how cold it is across the U.S. 61 degrees in Atlanta, 60 in Kansas City, only 6 degrees in Houston. So for late April, it's pretty chilly. Across the nation, bone dry as well. 25-degree dew points in St. Louis, 32 in Atlanta. So again, the closer those are to our temperatures, just the more muggy it is outside, and storms like it to be muggy. So down through South Texas and through Florida, those are really the only chances that we could see severe storms with the setup going on right now. So here's a look at our jet stream in this moment. We got a little trough that's moving its way through the Central Plains, but right now not really dealing with any cold front action because it's already pretty cold through there. And then Florida, you got the sea breeze helping you to sustain those storms in today. Now tomorrow, could see it change a little bit. We do have this trough trying to move down into the southern plains, and that should help us get some storms now down in Texas where we do have that humidity. We do have a little bit more heat to help us out with storm chances into tomorrow. And then that's going to continue through the next couple of days. There we are on Wednesday with that trough still lingering through Oklahoma and Texas with a small cold front that will help get some severe storm chances through the area. Then that kind of shifts off to the east, and we just get a whole mess for the rest of the week with this low just kind of sticking around in the central Mississippi Valley and Ohio Valley. So we'll see how that impacts our severe weather chances later on into the week. But for right now, just a small disturbance helping us out in Texas. And again, you got that coast and ocean interaction helping us to drive some storms through Florida today. We got a little bit of instability, and that'll help us out with storm chances developing around 3 or 4 p.m. Central, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern, and then tapering off as those storms use up all the energy available. But there we are by 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. So we do have some isolated cells forming near Tampa, down near Miami. Those do have a hail and wind chance on them. As they continue to track off to the east, now we got all storm modes, so hail and wind continuing off towards the central part of the peninsula there into the Orlando area, making us run towards Melbourne with a ton of rain, thunder, lightning, possible large hail, and some gusty winds along with it. Then it should move off the coast by around midnight, 1 a.m., so you should see a quieter night ahead, but we'll have around 2 for you guys tomorrow. So for your hail chance for today, keeping it just for the Florida Peninsula while we wait for that Texas trough to kind of start moving through into tomorrow. But today, again, sea breeze storms, so Melbourne, Miami, Tampa, you guys all have a chance to see some large hail today, quarters to $half for the region, and then any larger hail forming where there's the most forcing along the coast, some ping pong to golf ball size possible near, Melbourne and just north of Miami. Then into wind, going to be a pretty similar setup here. The whole peninsula of Florida, except for the far west coast, could see some gusts as those storms move inland and then off to the east. So the far eastern edge of Tampa into Melbourne, into Miami, could also see some gusty winds for today and this evening. Then into tomorrow, that's when we're going to have that trough starting to move through, and the heat and humidity that's in Texas could play into seeing some higher values in our significant hail model all the way through central Texas. So as that collides with our trough, we could potentially start to see some large hail falling in central Texas, as is typical of that area this time of year. And so we'll see what we can get for you guys in that area. So watching our future radar, we do have some storm development here just around the San Antonio area with some messy but isolated cells still. So those could produce some hail for you guys, and then those are going to continue off to the east, and now we're seeing them try to make a run just to the south of the Dallas suburbs with a couple of those individual cells that could potentially be hailers. Then off to the west, we got those lines that are going to be rolling through the Texas High Plains area, and so those could produce potentially some gusty winds, maybe a quarter or two as they drive off to the east. Now making a run at Oklahoma into the late night hours, OKC, you guys could be waking up to some heavy rain, thunder, potential severe storms. Then for Florida, kind of a similar setup to what we saw today. Kind of looks familiar there. 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, got those storms developing through the central part of the peninsula, tracking off to the east with that hail and wind chance once again, and then we'll see things start to, taper off into the evening overnight hours. So very similar to what we're seeing today. Florida, you guys will kind of have deja vu risks today, tomorrow, Wednesday, with that sea breeze setup. So for your hail forecast for tomorrow, got ping pong balls on the map for you guys both in Florida and in Texas. If you guys are in South Texas, I guess southeast Texas near Waco, San Antonio, that's where those isolated cells are staying right now, so looking like that's where we could see quarters to $half reaching all the way up to ping pong balls. And then, more storm coverage means moderate chances for you guys out there. Low wind chances for Houston all the way into Amarillo with those $half possible with any isolated storms that can hit you. Then off into Florida, very similar again to today. Melbourne all the way down to Miami could see ping pong to golf ball sized hail with any singular storms that really get going, and then gusty winds as well. So speaking of gusty winds, here's your wind forecast. Same areas, so Florida and in West Texas, all the way out to the coast. So if you're in Amarillo, Abilene, DFW, Houston, a little more scattered storm coverage, so low end chance for you, better storm coverage over Waco and San Antonio, so moderate chance that you could see some high winds with any of those storms passing over tomorrow afternoon and evening. Then Melbourne and Miami, low end chance for both of you guys to potentially see some high winds as well. Then last but not least into our tornado forecast. Now we're just keeping it where those singular cells are forming from pretty much the DFW corridor down into just north of Corpus Christi. So if you guys are in San Antonio, Waco, DFW, even parts of Houston, could potentially see a spin up or two passing through with that setup that we're seeing tomorrow. So stay tuned to our forecast into tomorrow afternoon, and we'll have more on that for you. Then into Wednesday, it's going to be part 3 of the forecast from today and tomorrow. So we got those storms initially that are going to be moving into Oklahoma overnight. Then by 5 p.m., starting to see some storms developing down south across the Red River, possibly making its way into North Texas. So DFW, pay attention tomorrow into Wednesday. Then those are going to continue to spread down to the southwest, making a run at Houston into the late evening and overnight hours, as well as now parts of the southeast. Florida, you guys are going to have those scattered storms developing all day, kind of like the last couple. So for your forecast into tomorrow, going to keep the central and southern part of the Florida Peninsula in it, as well as anywhere from central Louisiana off into parts of West Texas. Could see potentially all storm modes into Wednesday, hail, wind, and tornado on the horizon. So stay tuned if you guys are in any of these highlighted areas from today into Wednesday. Could be potentially active for the south. The rest of us are going to stay pretty chilly, so put on a sweater and wait for that actual spring weather to come around. But if you guys want more on our forecast, you can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video. Then if you want to get in contact with us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or check out hailtrace.com for more details. And we'll let you know what's going on with your severe weather risks as they come at us. But for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.